Hello and welcome to Gamers Social. My name is Matthew and this is First Impressions, the PMDG 777 aircraft from Microsoft Flight Simulator X. So this is a brand new series that we're doing here at Gamers Social, where we spend a good about 10 to 30 minutes, depending on what content it is, going through and getting a first impression, really, using it for the very first time with no previous experience or knowledge of a given product, either a game or in this case a simulation software, and giving an honest opinion. So in terms of the 777 itself, PMDG have made several aircrafts now. The 777 is their newest, and it's come out when this video was made only a few days ago. So in this video I'm going to do a nice takeoff from the 777. Before I do, I have not really flown this aircraft before. I've done it once, which was just prior to recording this video, so I am no way an expert or know anything of what I'm doing. I have a bit of knowledge from their previous products, but I am in no way an expert, so I will make tons of mistakes and do things wrong, but this is just to give you an idea of the capabilities of this incredible aircraft. So I am at London Gatwick Airport. You can see over there is the awesome Sky Bridge. For those of you who've been to Gatwick Airport, it's one of the best features of the airport. You can stand and see pretty much the entire runway. So let's do a fly out. So first of all, we need to go onto our FMC, and we need to go and put in our airport, which is EGKK. Reference airport in there. Awesome stuff. And go to the route. Origin is EGKK. Into there. Destination is probably going to be EGKK again. I expect I'm going to circle around and do a landing in a second video, and see if I can actually get the aircraft down safely. That's going to be the challenge. But either way, so let's do a departure. I am on 26. I think it said 26 left. There we go. And let's fly out. Let's try Bog N1M and see where that goes. So where is that taking me? Is it going to show me where it's going to take me? Yeah, it is. It's taking me all the way. You can see here on the screen here. It's taking me all the way out of there. So that sounds fine to me. Transition none. So route that and execute it. Is it going to let me do it? Not at the moment. Come on then. Try again. Departure. Yeah, 26. That one there. That one there. Yeah, is it going to do it for me? Possibly not. No, maybe not. Okay. Let's do a different one then. So 26 left. Maybe CLN2X. Yeah, that spins around. Is it going to allow me to do it or what? Activate. There we go. Okay, in that case, let's erase that and go back to the route itself. I didn't activate the first one, so I'd rather do the original one I was going to do. 26 left, and that one there, take me right out away from the airport route, and activate, execute that. Nicely done. It's going to take me miles out. So then we can go on to initiate reference, blah 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 blah. Reserves I'm going to put as 20 for now, 20 pounds I believe it is. Zero fuel weight, can guess it itself. There we go. Cruise altitude can be just 10,000 feet. Cost index can be 100. That would do as a rough figure. Unable cruise altitude. Really? Why is that? Why do I not want to? Okay, in that case, wrong one. Departure airport. Let's do big 7M instead then. Yeah, let's do big 7M. There we... Nope, I didn't do it. Go back. Come on. Pain in the ass. Pain in the ass. 26 left. That one there. Route that instead. Execute the change. There we go. And it still says unable to do the cruise altitude. So init reference. Where is it? Takeoff. Index. Position reference. Where is it? I've got the route. I need to go to takeoff. Flaps is going to be flaps 5 anyway, into there. Cost index can be, or whatever this is, CG. Okay. I don't know. What's it supposed to be? CG. Invalid entry. I don't know. What's that? Is that going to be 100? Whoa, not 10,000. Let's put 100 in there. No, it's asking for 2 numbers. So let's just put in 05. But this, you can see what I mean by first impressions. You know, I don't know what I am doing. I am guessing. Invalid entry. 10. Invalid entry. Then what does it want in here? Try 90%. Then what are you asking for in here? 27. Well, fine. How am I supposed to know that? So what does it want for? No idea. That's fine. Where does it tell me my trim? It should trim. There we go. Trim of 5. That's fine. Not a problem at all. And I think we're all set in that case. Cruise altitude 10. I think it seems to be happy with that now, so that's good. Let's just make sure our trim is set then. So our trim at the moment is on 4, so we gotta go down that way. Yeah, down here. And then you gotta hold it down. So click and hold and make it go down onto 5. And it's not quite there. Yes, it is. And I've gone too far. One more. Keep going the wrong way. There we go. Now we're on 5. Good stuff. So let's get put this to a little bit of a zoom in a minute. What am I doing? Zoom in, please. There we go. Let's just make sure our heading is in the right place as well. So you want it in line with the runway ideally. Just so, you know, it's easier that way. 10,000 set in the altitude because that's what we're going to head towards. Let's get flight director turned on and we can try and do a bit of a manual flight on the way up. Let's get our flaps down to flaps level 5 in readiness for our takeoff. We should be able to do VNAV and LNAV, and that will control our direction and our speed. So autopilot isn't activated yet, so it will be automatic thrust, but I'll be manually flying until I activate the autopilot. So this is some of the stuff I kind of know and are aware of. So I believe our flaps are ready. So I think we are safe to go. So let's give it a shot and see what we can do. So let's push our thrust levers forwards to about 50%. And let's make sure they're stabilised on about 50% now.
On runway 26 left.
Thank you for telling us. And I'm happy, and let's go full speed. And let the plane accelerate itself. Keep an eye on the runway. Hopefully we're not going to get too much lag, because obviously recording Flight Simulator X really does punish your frame rates a little bit, but it's going okay at the moment. We're okay. You can see it's a little bit sort of misty and foggy in the background as well. Perfect weather for flying, but not to worry. You can see down on the display that I am approaching V1 speed on the left hand side, the green tape there. See V1, and V1 means hands off the throttle basically. Here we go, and then rotate and V2, so pull back gently and wait for the needle on the right hand side to move up. As you can see, it's moving up now. I can bring in the gear. I'm still manually flying. Got to try and keep the plane on the pink magenta. I'm going a little bit too high at the moment. There we go. And now if I activate autopilot, it can do it by itself. And I can raise the flaps up by 1 notch. Let the plane accelerate a bit more. And you can see it's very foggy out here, but I've got a lovely view out of my window. A lovely, perfect view. The engines are calming down. Oh, it just came out of the fog. Fair enough, no more fog. Not to worry. And we need to pull our flaps fully up now because our plane is accelerating a little bit. Looks like we're going to hit the ground, but we're not. We're fine. We're at 2,000 feet almost anyway. So we're doing perfectly fine. And in terms of there, we're just doing a nice turn around. Then we're going to head towards, back towards the airport, or parallel to the airport. And we'll that's probably pretty much it for the takeoff. I mean, everything else will be done by the autopilot. It's going to take us up to 10,000 feet and follow this pink line. On the second display, you can see it's going to be following the pink line, which is our flight plan out of the airport. And it's doing good. I like this plane. I think it's really impressive what PMDG's managed to do. By far their best quality product they've ever created. So I'll be looking. Oh, big graphics glitch. I'll be looking forward to seeing what they can do on their previous products in terms of updates and trying to bring them to this standard. That'd be really interesting to see. But they've done a really impressive job on this 777. I think our aircraft is doing fine now. So at the moment we're at 4,000 feet. Once the plane comes out the turn, it may start to ascend, and I expect it will do it at a pretty fast rate as well. I believe the 777 is capable of climbing extremely fast. So we'll soon see what it does do. Oh, nice little graphics glitch again there. That's probably because of the added pressure I got on the system with recording as well. You can see it's a little bit jerky on the video. But that's because I haven't got my Flight Simulator X software fully optimized yet. I'm still in the process of fiddling around and trying to get the best performance out of it. But you can see Gatwick Airport again from above. As you probably can see, I've got a lot of add-ons. I've got Ultimate Terrain X and Ground Environment X as well for Europe. That's why the ground environment is really good. I have Real Environment Extreme for the weather. In terms of the weather itself, at the moment Flight Simulator is controlling what weather to generate, but Real Environment Extreme is controlling the textures for that, as the textures are incredible. But I'm not a fan of the weather engine in Real Environment Extreme either. And obviously I have Gatwick Airport as well. I'm using Gatwick Airport Extreme from UK 2000 and the PMDG aircraft, and that is pretty much my add-ons. So we should see, here we go, the aircraft is now going to ascend. You may have heard the engine spooled up a little bit, and you can see the little needle which is right here. See, it's going up to, oh bloody hell, 3,000 feet, I think 3,000 feet a minute, I believe that is. So that is a really steep increase, and it's now decided it doesn't want to do that. It's now doing it at 1,000. Oh, I think it's leveling off at 5,000. So it must be in the FMC to stop. What can I see? VNAV. That one looking at? No. I need route. No. Legs. Yes. Here we go. We have restrictions of 5,000 and 6,000. So once we pass D12 for right, which at the moment I think we're still heading towards Acorn. So yeah, that's why we're not actually ascending as of yet. So I wonder if I can change that and allow that to ascend to where we want to. Let's see if we can fiddle around and put in 10,000 feet in there. Nope, doesn't want me to do that. So how about 10,000 feet in here? It likes that. And in that case, can we do 10,000 feet here? We can. Let's see if it now does it. So you can always play around with it and see, oh look, we're hitting cloud again. This is what I like about Real Environment Extreme. You can see I'm getting quite a bit of light going through here, but it just looks gorgeous. The cloud environment you get through here is going into a big fog of white at the moment. And we are once again ascending at 3,000, I'm pretty sure it's feet per minute, but don't quote me on that, but we're, wow, you're even bigger than that, going 3,700. We're really climbing at an incredible rate. This plane really does go some. I think that's one of the impressive things about the 777. It's really impressive in terms of its capabilities, really. And the simulated aircraft that I'm flying here is matched to the real 777 as much as possible. So it's really impressive. So we're going to go on and fly a little bit longer. We've got an FMC message apparently. So we're going to fly a little bit longer and get to 10,000 feet. We're only going to be there, and we'll be there in about a minute maximum. So it won't be long now until we do hit our target altitude. But as you can imagine, I mean, you know, if you're cruising at say 35,000 feet, this aircraft would not take long to hit that at all. It would soon be there. And we're turning again. So here we go, turning on to stick to our course, which is good. Nice. But I am really impressed. There we go, only 1,000 feet to go until we hit our cruise of 10,000. So not long now, and we will be there. Awesome stuff. And a little bit of a headwind as well, but only at a very small amount. We're banking quite a lot at the moment. It's a bit of vertigo as you look down there, but there we go. And we have hit 10,000 feet. Nice, and we could accelerate further as well if we needed to, but it's not programmed in the FMC to do that, so we could go faster than 260 knots. But that is all I have to show you in this video. I hope you found it interesting. I would definitely rate this product 10 out of 10, just because it's pure quality, and it's just extremely fun to fly, and it's quite easy. You think I've managed to do a successful takeoff. It may not have been, you know, to the rules and to the book exactly, but for someone that hasn't got a great deal of flight knowledge, I managed to control this aircraft in a safe way, and get it out of the airport without any concerns, and now we're cruising at 10,000 feet. Well, thanks for watching. I will make a video as I attempt to land. That could be the interesting one to watch, so I would recommend seeing if I manage to successfully land back at Gatwick. But thanks for watching, guys.